Yeah, a really good one to have this. Just remember that we're keeping it the right way up. So where I've written on here, number 3 there, this is going to be the top, this is going to be the bottom. I know it usually doesn't matter, but in this case, because we're going to join it all together, it sort of does. So if we're ready, I'm going to come straight in with pen this morning. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. Good morning, Maureen. There we go. So I'm going to start with a little bit of a line, sort of from here to down here. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to imagine that part of this tangle's down here. So it's going to sort of come up and along and sort of over here, joining those sides together, back round, up, and then back down. There we go. Oh, good morning, everybody. Yes, it is a little bit early. Well, it's not that early. But, yeah, we're just... John's gone to fetch himself and some Leslie some milk so we can have a drink. I say we, I don't drink milk, but what those two do. So we thought we'd get those done. We'd start early this morning. Of course, once we've finished here, we can go and put the kettle on and have a bit of a cuppa before the day starts fully. There we go. So I hope you're all snuggled up. Some of you may be still in your pyjamas. I was an hour ago, but I did have a text at 10 to 8 this morning saying that some packaging I'd ordered was going to arrive between 7 this morning and 6 tonight. And you think, oh, it takes me half an hour to get to work, so we thought we'd better get a move on. There we go. Well, that's fine, we're here now. And actually we were at the roundabout and the guy called us and said, your packaging's here, what do you want me to do with it? So he'd sort of unloaded it by the time we got here. So we already had our exercise for the morning, bringing those boxes in. Just wanted to make sure we'd got enough over Christmas. So, of course, yeah, we sort of still run. I'm certainly on Create and Craft on January the 1st. It's becoming a bit of a tradition now, I think. So I wanted to make sure we got stuff in ready. Here we go. So I'm just sort of filling these with little bubbles. And I'm just filling in any little bits around the edges with a bit of ink there. And of course, here we go. Just sort of little ones here and one there maybe. Okay. Of course, you can tidy this up afterwards if you feel you need to. But there's no rush. It's all going to be part of something bigger. So here we go. I'm going to do another one. See, it's going to get a little bit wider as I go to the bottom there. Okay. So now I'm going to turn it slightly. I'm going to start it around the middle-ish, and I'm going to create a little, it's a bit big actually, this one, heart shape. There we go. Just sort of between. Alright, it's the same here. About, yeah, between 8 and 12, yeah. So you have to be up, don't you? You have to at least brush your hair before somebody delivers something. I know. Yeah. Oh, Lillian, that's lovely, thank you. I'm glad that we're enjoying this. As I say, I have no idea how it's going to turn out because we've never done one before. But I think it's a nice way, like you say, to start your day or to do a little bit, which is why I thought we'd go with tiny tiles because they're not going to take as long. But if you want to use a larger tile, by all means, you can use whatever you like. There we go. All right, I've got a row of hearts there. That's lovely, isn't it? So I'm just going to bring in a bit of a sort of curve shape there, going to join at the bottom. And then with this bit here, I'm just going to draw a couple of lines there. Just sort of turn it round a little bit. Join in another two. See, I'm going underneath each time. So if you turn your tile, there we go, and Just helps you sort of go with that random sort of selection where you're going to put your lines. There we go. Okay, see underneath. Of course, with this you can put in as many as you like. You can go a little bit wider, a little bit thinner. But yeah, an A3 sheet would be fine. It'll give you a little bit of space around the outer edge. So you can add a frame if you want to, or tangle around it, whatever you want to do. I'm going to sort of leave that one there at that. There we go. Then this one, I do want a series of random lines. So let's put one across here. See how they sort of crisscross? There's one there. Maybe we'll put one in there. Okay. And then and around. I'm just going to sort of create these shapes. And I'm going to use the size of the tile. I'm not going to pretend that they're going off at all. They can join with the tile later. That goes next to it. And another one in there. And another one around here. Sort of join that there. And then along and around this one. And this one. You see, so I'm just going around the shape, but when I get to those corners, I'm just sort of rounding the edge off. I'm not trying to keep to the lines exactly. It adds a little bit of feature if they're not quite the same sort of line. There we go. And one there. And then, of course, just give me around. Of course, if you want to use a different colour pen to do each one, that'd be quite nice. But, there's lots of ways to do it. There we go. Alright, so a quick and easy one today, really. But, let's just have a look at it. Let's put it into context with the others. So here's my sort of my red version. I've not shaded any of these yet. So there's my number 1, number 2, can't remember which one, I think that was number 2. So number 3, look. And remember, keeping the number 3 in line, turn it round. And that one's going to sit there. So we're sort of spaced out quite a way around the piece there. Now I have got one here that I have shaded in, and I used a grey tile. I'm using the monochrome range of tiles, you can see there. So that's a light grey tile there. That was number 1. There's my number 2. I did on a black tile. The number 3, there we go. That's on one of the darker greys. You can see there I've just used a bit of pencil. You can see it just shine like a bit of silver. And I've used some white chalk pencil as well. So this is on an A3 piece, and you can see that I've managed to put a frame round, and I've got a little bit of space. There we go. So if that's what you're wanting to do with it, that's a good way. So there's that one. So there it is, shaded. There we go. And then, of course, if you want to work on A4, there's not much space to do a border, but that's fine. And there we go. So there's number 3 today. So have a lovely day, and enjoy this one. Take your time with it. There's no rush at all. We'll try it in a couple of different tiny tile colours, see how you get on with it. And, of course, all being well, if you're up for it, I will see you at 2 o'clock. For our tile 196. Must admit, I've gone a little bit festive with it, but they're not all going to be throughout December, but I thought this week we would do, just in case you need a few topper ideas for cards. So have a good day, and looking forward to this afternoon. I'll see you later.